Hey guys, it's Celeste here. So the other day I made a video about some of the manifestation techniques and stuff that I've used over the years. And, I really am glad that I posted it and it didn't just get lost somewhere in my camera roll. Because now the battery or the storage on these phones are getting insane, and so it's like, wow, I have 12,000 pictures and videos on my phone and there's still room left. But so it's easy for stuff to get lost, and so I'm really glad that I had posted it on YouTube so it didn't get lost. And even on Facebook it gets lost real easy. And so I'm really glad that I did it, because I've been able to go back and listen to it a few times, and it's really helped me. If I knew how to link it to this video, I would link it, but I have no idea how to link it. So it's not going to be linked. You're just going to have to go to my channel and find it. If it's not showing up here, but it's the different manifestation techniques I've used or something like that. But anyways, I've listened to it a few times and have just been like, oh yeah, you know how sometimes you're just so inspired and you're just like so on fire, and then the next minute you're like, and it's like, I can't remember what that felt like, to be that inspired. And so it's really been good for me to be able to go back to that video. And the last maybe 2 days has been kind of rough on me, and I don't know if I don't understand the whole astrology stuff. I do know that it affects me. I don't know if you guys notice a change, but I notice a change. But anyways, so I don't know if it's something to do with the astrology stuff. I don't know. But I just know that the last 2 days for me have been really rough. And I have no explanation why. But it just has been. And so I've been able to go back and reference that video a few times, and it's been helpful. But anyways, the last 2 days, the one thing that keeps coming up in my mind is that one meme where it shows, the backdrop is like a storm, and it said, Satan whispered in my ears that I wasn't strong enough to withstand the storm. And I whispered back, I am the storm. And, it just really has gotten me thinking, some days you do whisper back, I am the storm. I am the one you should be concerned about, and you just feel so powerful. You feel so strong, and you feel inspired, and you're just on top of the world, and then other days you're just like trying to make it through the day, and other times you're just huddled in fetal position, and it's really got me thinking about that. And I'm sure I'm not the only one who has those days where you're just huddled in fetal position, just waiting for the storm to pass. And and you feel so weak, you feel so defeated, and you're just like, what in the world am I doing? Like, what in the world am I doing here? I shouldn't be out here in this storm by myself, and, it's okay. I don't care how big the storm is, okay? You still are the storm, okay? You still are the storm. And you're gonna get through this, and you have to be patient with yourself. You have to be kind to yourself during these times. During these times, it is the most vital time to be kind to yourself. One of my favorite sayings lately has been, it's okay to be angry. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to feel defeated. It's okay to be depressed. It's okay to be, to have anxiety. I have suffered with anxiety and depression and ADD and OCD my entire life, which is not a great cocktail. It's not a great cocktail at all to deal with. And my poor husband and my family, sometimes it's extremely difficult to deal with. My nutritional program, the Thrive Experience, has really helped me have a little bit more control over my, how I feel, and the anxiety and the ADD and the OCD compulsion. But it's still there, and I still have to face it on a day-to-day basis. It's just a little bit easier for me to control it with this nutritional program that I use. But anyways, it's my new saying is, it's okay to be angry. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be depressed. It's okay to feel defeated. It's okay to feel hurt. Just don't stay there. And that's the problem, is people just stay there. And, one of the things that I have found helpful, and I've dealt with the whole suicidal thoughts and, that kind of stuff. And I'm sure there's lots of people that have. But, one of the things that gets me through, no matter how bad it is just I have to get through the next 5 seconds. And that's all I require of myself. It's just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're taking a deep breath. And if it's not gone, if it's still there and it still hurts, just do it again. I just have to get through the next 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I would just do that over and over and over again. And then you would lighten up. I would feel myself lighten just a little bit, but it's still there. And that's when I go to YouTube and find the funny cat videos, or find the funny animal videos, animals being goofy and, just something that's going to make you laugh like there's no tomorrow, but not like, where they're destroying property or hurting somebody, but, people riding their bike and, run into a tree or something. I don't know. Just something that I found funny, that I didn't have that guilt behind it. It's just like, oh, they just happened to be videotaping when, somebody did something goofy, but like some of these videos that you find on Facebook or YouTube or whatever, where they're destroying property and they think it's funny, or they're hurting somebody on purpose and they're recording it just for their 15 minutes of fame, that's not funny. And it has a very downer, feeling attached to it, or like the sexual innuendos, it's not funny. It might make you laugh, but it also brings up other feelings that don't feel good. But like, a cat that's sitting there and it falls to sleep and falls off the couch and they just happen to be recording it, that's funny. Okay, that's funny, and it makes you laugh. And cats are just funny, and dogs are funny, and they didn't get seriously injured. And I don't know, but I'm getting off on a tangent here. But and then I would just try and wean myself off that negative feeling. And as soon as it comes back up, you're just catching it as fast as you can. And I have to get through the next 5 seconds. That's it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just trying to catch it and change it around trying to release it, you know. And like I said, don't ever feel guilty for feeling it. If you are so angry at somebody, you just want to smack them, okay, those feelings are normal, okay? We are all individuals, okay? Nobody on this planet is ever like you, and there's never going to be anybody like you, okay? And in that part of being individuals, we're going to screw up. We're going to screw up a lot. We're going to hurt people. Sometimes on purpose because we're just in that mood. And sometimes accidental, like we didn't even realize it had happened, you know. But you're going to screw up. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to hurt people, okay? You're going to make bad decisions that affect other people. That's just part of being human, and it's okay. And it's okay to feel angry at somebody. It's okay to feel guilty for hurting somebody. Just don't stay there. Do whatever you have to do to get out of that, okay? To just feel it and then just let it go, okay? You're not going to have any connection with it, okay? Don't hang on to it. I mean, some people, like, you know, my husband's an EMT, okay? So he's an emergency medical technician, so he's on the ambulance, right? And so when you call 911 and request an ambulance, he's the one that shows up. And he gets a lot of people that use their illnesses as ways to get attention. You know, just don't do that, okay? Don't hang on to it. Don't use it to get attention. If whatever you're going through is the only topic of conversation between you and your friends, get new friends, okay? If you can't talk about something without bad-mouthing somebody or bringing up your illness or whatever it is, or the environment, or this person is horrible, awful, and, you know, whatever, even if it's the President of the United States, I mean, this is just like, it doesn't make any sense to me, okay? You cannot feel that love and that peace in your heart when you are harboring so much hate. And I don't care what the person has done, okay? Whether it's this president or past presidents or elected officials. And I catch myself doing this all the time too. Just getting upset about a decision that an elected politician made. But it's just kind of like, you know what? Whatever happens is going to happen. And I'm going to be happy no matter what. Okay? So if the people vote for our country to be socialist, it's going to happen and there's nothing I can do to stop it. But I can control my happiness, you know? And it's like, they can't hurt me. They can't steal that away from me. They can take my home. They can take my family even. I'm reminded of Job in the Old Testament. You know, in one day he lost his farm, he lost all of his crops, he lost all of his workers, he lost his home, and he lost his family. His wife left him, and his kids were killed all in one day. And he lost his fortune, he lost everything in one day. And then he lost his health too. He was covered in boils from head to toe. And, you know, my entire life I grew up thinking and being kind of taught that bad things happen to good people, right? Bad things happen to good people until I actually studied this experience with Job. And I didn't just read the important parts, you know, the parts that, you know, everybody talks about. I read his entire story from beginning to end, every word. And there was one phrase that he says. He says, all that I feared has come upon me. And so it was just kind of like, oh, it's not that bad things happen to good people. It's just he was so afraid of these bad things happening to him that he actually created it. Does that make sense? So it's just kind of like, it's okay for you to be angry or scared for what's going to happen, especially when you have no control over it. But if you hang on to that, you literally create what you don't want. You literally create what you don't want. And so that's kind of my thoughts for today. This video is getting kind of long. But just, it's okay to have those feelings. It's okay to even have the suicidal thoughts. Just don't hang on to it, okay? Don't hang on to it. Do whatever you can to just get your mind focused on something else, okay? Just get your mind focused on something else. Anyways, I love you guys. I hope you found this beneficial. I hope it helps you. I would love to hear in the comments. Sorry, I'm not really looking at the camera because I'm trying to stay on the road here. But I would love to hear in the comments what you do when you're having a down day. Because who knows? Somebody might read it and go, I'm going to try that. And you could save somebody's life. You know? You could literally save somebody's life. And anyways, give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Please consider subscribing to my channel. And hope you have a wonderful, blessed day. Bye.